Alrighty.
Let's hear it for the Bronco marching band.
Good evening and welcome to Lee Summit North High School for a Week 4 matchup between the Free State Firebirds and the Lee Summit North Broncos. I say Week 4 with at least a little bit of confusion because it's kind of hard to keep track of exactly what week we are in this high school football season with cancellations, postponements, one team you're scheduling to play this week, another team the next week. But here we are for a matchup. It is going to be the third game of the Free State Firebird season. It is going to be the fifth game of the Lee Summit North football season. So if you're keeping track at home, it may be a bit confusing. Just know you're not alone. Alongside my broadcast partner, Matt Llewellyn, I am Nick Schwartz. The Firebirds, who played last week, lost to Olathe North. That was supposed to be the third game of their season, but in week 2, when they were supposed to play Lincoln Prep, a COVID-19 test pops up. 30-plus players had to quarantine, thus the game was not played. Next week, without 30 players, the Firebirds able to take the field, very shorthanded, weren't able to get the win. It's a little odd, Matt, that we are sitting here, third game of the season. Free State still looking for their first win of the year, but that is exactly what second-year head coach Kevin Stewart and these Firebirds are tasked with trying to get done here tonight.
Well, and it's odd that I'm here because normally I would be calling the Lawrence High game, but Lawrence High game it was canceled tonight because of one positive test for the Lawrence High Lions. So Lawrence High is not playing tonight. They'll be playing back again next Saturday.
Well, I'm excited to have you alongside.
Yeah, this is going to be wild. This is going to be wild. Free State has always been the guys across town for me, but this week they're my team. So
that's right.
I'm excited about calling names like Jack Deneen. Jet Deneen. I've messed up my first one of my first name.
Well, there's a lot of them. There are a lot of Deneens to keep track of.
Well, they don't have a Jack in the family. That's the one thing they don't have. But they do have a Jet, and Jet is their outstanding young quarterback, and he's just going to be great. I'm really looking forward to watching that young man. And Jake Patchen, I saw him in pregame, Nick, targeting a lot of balls to Jake Patchen, so I'm expecting to call Jake tonight. And then Elijah Hershaw, we're kind of expecting to see him in the backup role at running back. Probably going to see Elijah much more tonight than normal.
That's right. About a month ago, we thought the starting running back would be Tyler Bowden, who might just be the best running back the state of Kansas has to offer. He transfers to Tonganoxie, then comes in Dash Cleveland. He's sitting out tonight because of an injury. So up next could be Elijah Harshaw, could be Jake Kallenbach. There are a lot of different guys the Firebirds could elect to go to. We'll see what head coach Kevin Stewart elects to do. And speaking of the head man, I got a chance to sit down with him and preview tonight's matchup. Here's my conversation with head coach Kevin Stewart. I'm going to send it to break after this. Quick break. Yeah, yep.
Is there?
What?
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Short timeout, come back and give you the keys for a Free State victory. You're listening to Firebird Football on 1320 KLWN.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member, manager of LKS Imagine here in Lawrence, Kansas.
What is LKS Imagine?
We are an embroidery and garment print shop. We embroider in-house. We garment print in-house as well. We're involved in the community. We want to support our community. And if you're looking for either of those services, give us a try and we'll do the best that we can to keep and earn your business.
How can people find you?
You can visit our website, www.lksimagine.com. We also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. LKS Imagine, your contact for work, leisure, and sport.
Whether we're rising to meet a moment or the moment comes to meet us, we make our mark by showing up for our team. And when we do, we build something special.
30 guys sidelined who are quarantining or isolating. You have everybody back. There's a few injuries, but you don't have to worry about any of the non-football related stuff that you're not used to dealing with. As you heard there, they've faced two different types of offenses, whether it was the triple option attack of DeSoto or a power run style of Olathe North. You've got a quarterback here, Matt, Trey Baker for the Broncos, already 650 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, and he's one of the rare high school quarterbacks who doesn't seem to run the ball a whole lot. That doesn't mean they're not an effective running team, but it's going to be a different style of offense once again for the Firebirds tonight.
Well, and they are going up against a huge line. I mean, the line of this Lee Summit North is just gigantic. Both sides of the ball. I mean, you see a lot of 300s on this page, and not just 301 and 302, 360, 350. It's crazy, and all big 2 numbers, 275. I don't know what the average size lineup of this line is, but it's got to be just ginormous. I mean, these guys, and they're not overweight guys. There are some guys here that are in super shape and are 6'4", 275, and this guy looks like he is college ready. I mean, it's just insane.
Well, in Free State, talking to the coaches before the season, that was one of the strengths that they liked to talk about, was that they were excited about that line. That Free State offensive line has an average weight of about 255 pounds per starter. You do have some really big boys. Ty Newhouse, one of the leaders of this team, 290 pounds. Tyler Gorley, who didn't play last week, he comes back this week as your starting center, 280 pounds. Luke Wheeler, your left guard, 270. So the Firebirds have some size, and they're going to need to play up to that size tonight against, as you mentioned, a very stout line for the Broncos. Right now we've got the pregame coin flip. I can't tell exactly who's out there for Free State.
Jacoby Williams out there for Free State.
There you go. And that's one of the names that Kevin Stewart talked very highly of in that defensive performance last week from the Firebirds against Olathe North. Williams, your starting strong safety, and certainly one of the standout players for the Firebirds defensively. Jacoby with 10.5 tackles on the season so far. That's second amongst the Firebirds, and the only Firebird player to record a sack. And you know, something else I talked to the coaches about, and it looks like
Lee Summit won the toss.
Lee Summit wins.
And they're receiving the kickoff, so they want to take first blood at the Firebirds. You don't typically see that. Typically, you see it go the other way, where most teams want to get the ball defensively in the first go-round, but not the case with Lee Summit. They're going to get it at kickoff.
So we'll see perhaps the best kicker in the state of Kansas, Joey Wood, who will send this thing away for the Firebirds. Last week, Wood hit a 45-yard kick, and sounds like they think he can go a little bit deeper than that as well. We'll see what he does here on the opening kickoff.
I am looking forward to him, and I'm, of course, looking forward to seeing Jet Deneen play this football game.
There we go. Jet will have to wait as Lee Summit will start with the ball. The Broncos rocking the all-black unis with silver lettering and red trim, with the Firebirds donning their away all-white unis with the green tops and the silver lettering. Beautiful night for high school football, about 75 degrees. There is a slight wind that's working towards the north, so Wood will be kicking with a little bit of a breeze at his back, not much, not a cloud in the sky. We are happy to have you with us here, whether you're listening on 101.7 FM, 1320 KLWN, or watching along online, 810varsity.com or klwn.com. All right. The ball is set at the 40, and Wood is set to send this one away. And here we go. We are underway at Lee Summit North High School. It's a good kick. Oh, way back into the end zone.
Cow.
And that's going to be a touchback. Joey Wood displaying that big leg.
And that was a big one. That went deep in the end zone for the Broncos. So they'll start it there at the 20, and here we go.
Well, you're going to hear the name Baker a lot tonight when the Broncos have the ball. Their starting quarterback, Trey Baker. Their leading rusher, Quincy Baker. So here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10, ball at the 20. And Baker in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking to the near sideline. He's got the completion. That is Logan Muckey, who is immediately wrestled down.
Yeah, Anthony
Barbarena.
Yep.
5-yard completion brings up 2nd and 5 for the Broncos.
The senior cornerback. It's all right, Matt.
It's going to take me a while to get saying these state guys' names.
That'll be a 5-yard gain on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Baker takes the snap. This one's going to be a handoff. Across the left edge, shakes off a tackler. Now he's got some open field at midfield. At the 40, he's got one man behind him at the 30, at the 25, and wrestled down right around the 20-yard line. A big run by Isaiah Mims.
Yeah, and the touchdown saving tackle there by the Firebird. I want to say that was Quez Lee with the touchdown, absolutely touchdown saving. And the ball, and he was slowed down a great deal by Mason Georgie right at the goal, at the line of scrimmage, but Mason could not pull him down.
52-yard run by Mims. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 23. This one's going to be a keeper by the quarterback. It's Baker going up the left edge and pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So a nice run there by Baker, who doesn't do a lot of running, just 34 yards rushing on the season. That's about 12 a game, and he just picked up 12 there on the 1st down keeper. So just like that, 3 plays into this one, North is knocking on the door. It's going to be 1st and goal right inside the 10-yard line. So Baker's got Elijah Mosey, another running back for the Broncos, next to him. He's going to give this one to Mosey, who cuts inside, and he's not going to get much on that one. Call it a gain of maybe 3.
Yeah, and he just ran into a bunch of Free State players that really followed that ball really well and stopped him for just a short gain.
Let's see if the Firebirds can display some bend but don't break here. Second and goal now from the 8-yard line. Now it's Mims in the backfield with Baker. 2 wide receivers out to the left. This one's going to go to Mims. He just sheds a tackler and dives into the end zone for a touchdown. Mims, who had that 52-yard run to get into Firebirds territory, he punctuates a strong opening drive by the Broncos. They're the first ones to draw blood.
And that was just he had his blockers. He followed his blockers. Really, he just followed his blockers right into the end zone. I don't know that he got touched by a Firebird.
It'll be Seth Simpson, the junior kicker, on to attempt the extra point, and the lefty sends this one up and through. That is good. And just like that, the Broncos build a 7-point lead. They lead it 7-0. Still a lot of time left in this first quarter. Only 1.5 minutes off the clock here in this one. So that big play set up the score there, Matt, that big run. And we know this team likes to run. They have a lot of different players who they like to hand the ball off to, whether it be Isaiah Mims, Quincy Baker, Elijah Mosey. Now we're going to see the Firebirds offense take the field and talk about runners. Things haven't went according to plan. No more Tyler Bowden, no more Dash Cleveland, and we'll see what this offense looks like as they try to answer with a score of their own.
And I'm trying to see deep for the Firebirds. I believe, I
believe that is Elijah Harshaw, who is back at the 10 to receive. And this one's fielded right at about the 14-yard line. Cuts inside. Now he's going to come back to the left side. And he'll get some decent field position past the 30 out to about the 33-yard line. And that is where the youngest of the Deneen brothers, Jet Deneen, will take over with this Free State offense. Deneen, in his first season as the starting quarterback, taking over for Malik Berry. Outstanding quarterback for the Firebirds last year, but they certainly like this new one they've got this year. And if you've been paying any attention to Free State football over the last, decade or so, the name's pretty familiar. And let's see what Deneen's got in store here. 1st and 10 ball at the 34-yard line. He'll send a man in motion. That's Manny Apelli. Deneen takes the snap. He's going to keep it for himself up the right edge, cuts back inside, and he'll get it down for a nice gain to about the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, you absolutely thought that play was coming this way with Elijah in motion coming this way, but Deneen totally great move, and he fakes it up, follows his blockers, and able to pick up 7 big yards on first down.
So that'll make it second, and we'll call it
long 3.
Yeah, we'll call it second and a long 3 here, ball at the 40-yard line. Oh, nice. And Deneen with the hard count. Now both sides are going to point fingers at each other, and we'll decide. Yep, that's going to be encroachment. Great job with
the head fake by Deneen. He really did an outstanding job there. He absolutely made that play happen. Nice little fakery for 5 easy yards.
And that will be enough to get a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 45-yard line. It's Manny Apelli lined up wide to the left, and they almost jumped again there on first down. A nice pitch from Deneen, and a solid gain of about 8 yards from Elijah Harshaw. Just 7 rushes for 29 yards on the season, but the next man up mentality means he could be getting a heavy dose of carries here tonight.
Of about 7.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. He pitched just at the perfect moment, did Janine Harshaw.
So that's going to be 2nd and 3 now in Broncos territory at the 48-yard line. Deneen takes the snap on second. He'll give it right back to Harshaw. This time, he's got defenders on him immediately.
He did, really, and it was at the line of scrimmage, but Harshaw kept moving his feet, and maybe picked up a half a yard when really there was no yards to be had on that play.
That's right, just to get back to the line of scrimmage or barely past it. About all you could do there. Now it's going to be 3rd and short. Let's see if the Firebirds could move the chains. You're kind of in no man's land here around midfield. You'd love to pick up a fresh set of downs, though. Here's Deneen with the snap. He's going to keep it for himself. Let's see if he can get a block. No, he is wrestled down right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. And now Kevin Stewart has a decision to make. Do you keep the offense on the field? It's going to be, they'll mark it officially 4th and 4 yards to go. As of right now, looks like they're going to go for it. And here comes the special teams unit.
Yeah. And Deneen tried to follow Hershaw on that play for the blocking, but those Broncos were able to get right in between the line and in between the blocker and bring Deneen down.
So they will send this one away, and we'll see if they can pin him deep. Here is Joey Wood with the kick. Nobody back to receive. It's going to hit the turf at about the 4. Can it get a good bounce? Oh, that was close.
That was close. Ball landed right at the 1 yard line, and the Firebirds just weren't quite quick enough to get that stop.
So that'll be a touchback, and once again, the Broncos offense will take over at their own 20-yard line. They lead this one 7-0, still 8 and change to go here in the first.
As a wife with 3 young children, a full-time job, activities, and busy weekends, there is never an unscheduled moment. Jayhawk Pharmacy not only makes my life easier by delivering all of our prescriptions, they provide free vitamins for all of our kids too. And
now Baker in shotgun. He's got Isaiah Mims to his right. He fakes the handoff. He's rolling out to his right, and he gets it away. A little flip pass is complete. That's to the tight end, Grayson Bell, who takes it down near the 30-yard line.
Brought down by Ben Stollard. Ben Stollard was right on him and able to bring him down. He wouldn't have gotten much more than that because there were a couple Firebirds coming down with credit Stollard with the stop on that one.
That'll be just enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 11. And that'll bring up 1st and 10 now from the 31-yard line. Here's Baker in the shotgun. This time he gives it to Mims. Mims right up the gut. He's got plenty of space. Wiggles past the defender, past the 40. And that'll be another first down run.
Yeah, slowed down initially by Grant Gregory, but it took a couple more Firebirds to come finish that one, with Stollard being one of them.
So that'll be another first down run. Now 1st and 10, ball on the 42-yard line. So 2 plays, 2 first downs for the Broncos here on their second drive of the game. Baker with 2 wide receivers lined up to the left. He's got a man in the flats. He's going to hit him. That's a completion at the line of scrimmage. He gets hit by 2 Firebird defenders, and he'll take it up near midfield.
Yeah, that was, and really, it took every one of them. It was Matthew Hoskinson with the initial hit, but it wasn't enough to slow him down, able to pick up 8 yards on first down.
8 of 7 on the play.
That was a strong run after the catch there by the tight end. I believe that was Bell again, who had a first down catch earlier in this drive.
And really,
this team wasn't able to bring down Mosey there. They got about 3 running backs, does North, who they're going to use throughout this one. Now 1st and 10 in Free State territory at the 41-yard line. This one's going to be a handoff to Justin Gray, who takes it up the left side.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag in the backfield at about the 45.
Flag on the play, though.
Minimal gain. We'll see if it comes back.
Holding on the Broncos.
Yeah, that's going to be a holding penalty against North.
1st and 20.
That's a nice favor for the Firebirds. Let's see if they can make use of it, as the Broncos have been
49-yard line.
having a ton of success running back at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, first down and 20. Showing a little bit of life into this Firebird defense here. Good tackling. They seem like they're following the plays much better this drive.
Baker takes the snap. He's looking for a quick throw, and he somehow makes the completion, but Ben Stollard was there immediately. He was all over that one, so a short gain there on 1st and long.
Yeah, little 5-yarder, but Stoller definitely saved that one. He was right on him and able to bring him down real quick.
We've already called Ben Stollard's name a couple times tonight. The senior linebacker making a stop there on first down. 2nd and 16 now. Here's the snap from Baker. He's going to hand this one off to Mims. Mims right up the middle, untouched past the 40-yard line. A solid chunk of yard there by Mims, and he is having himself quite.
So Stollard seems like he's in a lot of defensive plays at this point.
That's a 10-yard gain before being brought down by Stollard, so now 3rd and 6. What a big stop this would be if you can get the Broncos offense off the field. Baker takes the snap, goes right back to Mims, and a great tackle at the line of scrimmage. And what a stop that was by Quez Lee.
And Tran Preston in there as well. There were really three Firebirds in there. Tran Preston, one of them.
Preston Tran, yeah,
Preston Tran.
The junior nose tackle in there as well. So that'll bring up 4th down. And right now, the Broncos offense still on the field. This is kind of right in that territory at the 38-yard line where too short of a field to punt, out of field goal range, and with the success they've had offensively, they're going to make the Firebirds earn it if they want that turnover. Here we go. The offense on the field looking to throw. Near sideline, has the completion, turns up field. And it looks like he got just enough for the first down. He needed to get to the 29, or excuse me, the 31, and he got to the 29.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate because the Firebirds really did look like they were doing a much better job, but just pick up the first down and let's see what they can do from here.
So that will move the chains. Under 4 minutes to go. The Broncos looking to go up by 2 scoring against Free State. And now we've got a whistle, and that's going to be a timeout taken by Free State. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to Firebirds football on 101.7 FM and 1320 KLWN.
No matter what your goals are, competing at the next level, participating in a local 5K, or leading your team to state, the Sports Medicine Center at Children's Mercy is here to provide comprehensive 360-degree care for student-athletes. Performance training, injury prevention, rehab services, nutrition, mental wellness, surgery, and more. It's not just about the next goal or the one after that. It's about supporting a lifetime of sport and helping every student-athlete play healthy.
The North Broncos convert on 4th and 6. Are now tasked with trying to keep them out of the end zone. They are content on just running this ball down the Firebirds' throat, and Matt, I'd imagine they're going to keep doing it until they prove they can stop it.
Looking to pass this time.
Looking to throw, rolling out to his
First
left.
Incomplete, and nice defensive pressure by the Firebirds. And I believe that was Jacoby Williams, isn't that right? On the tackle. Or on the defensive stop.
Jacoby Williams, the safety there to apply the pressure and force the incompletion.
So you love that. I believe that was probably the first play with no gain for the Broncos. So nice work on the defense.
And let's see if they can double down and get another play here on 2nd and 10. This one's going to be a handoff. This goes to Mims. He cuts to the right now, jukes back to the left. He's got plenty of space, jumps over a defender and into the end zone. Denzel Mims having himself, Isaiah Mims, excuse me, a great start to this game. A 52-yard run earlier this quarter and a 30-yard touchdown run there to put the Broncos up by 2 scores.
And again, man, he just followed his blockers right all the way through. I don't know that he was barely touched by a Firebird.
And now an extra point away from this being a 14-0 lead.
Flags up.
Yeah, the offensive line of the Broncos doing a stellar job creating holes for whichever running back has got the carry so far for Lee Summit North. Oh, still waiting for an official word here from the referees. There's a flag in the back of the end zone. And that's going to go against Free State. And that penalty will be declined, so
tee it up again.
Yep, let's see what they've got here. And Seth Simpson, the kicker, on to attempt the extra point. It's down, up, and good. So 14-0, Lee Summit North leads it. And the start to this game, somewhat reminiscent from the start about 3 weeks ago, the season opener against DeSoto, where DeSoto...
When it comes to painting the exterior or interior of your home, the decision is easy. Unique Painting, voted best in the Northland for 2 years running in 2018 and 2019. Unique Painting focuses on customers' needs and offers competitive pricing, going the extra mile to make sure customers are completely satisfied. In fact, when 810 Varsity needed a paint job this year, Unique Painting was the only phone call made. Visit anytime at uniquepaintingkc.com or call today at 816-500-7759. That's uniquepaintingkc.com, a proud supporter of 810 Varsity and Metro High School athletics.
Match with a score of their own here on their second drive of the game.
And Hershaw deep for the Firebirds.
Harshaw has to backtrack as that goes over his head, and it will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So Jet Deneen brings this Firebirds offense back onto the field. They'll take over at the 20-yard line, down 14. Still plenty of time to go. 3:34 left here in the first quarter.
And a little bit more effective on the defensive end of the field for the Firebirds at time. Hopefully can figure a few things out. They just want to see any positive thing you can possibly see for the Firebirds.
You know, a couple of years ago, remember we had the Missouri-Kansas showdown, and it didn't go well for a lot of the Kansas schools. And some of the sentiments
except for Free State.
Yeah, that's right. One of the sentiments you heard from the Kansas coaches was that these Missouri schools, they've been playing for about 4 weeks longer than these Kansas schools. 1st and 10 now. Deneen's got pressure, steps up, but he is thrown to the turf.
Yeah, that was
I think that's Adrian Block.
Adrian Block for the Broncos that was able to get through there.
That'll be a loss of about 8 there on first down, but I only say that to mention that you've got teams that have been practicing for, in some cases, a month longer than these Kansas schools. And with the case of Free State, how many of their practices have they been at full strength? You've got a team who's in mid-season form versus a team that feels like they're just getting going. 2nd and 18 now. The ball comes up. I don't know if that was a pitch or...
I believe that was a pitch. It's just a great pitch right at the point of impact, and Deneen took a huge hit right after he pitched that ball and was able to pitch it out, and fortunately no loss on the play. But that's still, and maybe picked up a yard or two, bringing up 3rd and 16.
Yeah, so we'll see what Firebirds have dialed up here for 3rd and very long. But what a boon it would be here to pick up the first down and move the sticks, not have to give that ball right back to Lee Summit North. Let's see if Deneen's got some time to make a play downfield. He's got 4 wide receivers. He's looking. He's got some time rolling to his right, throws it over the middle, and that one is picked off at the 32 and upended and immediately cut down. That was intended for Jake Patchen, but the ball was just a little low and picked off.
And Matt Gabriel really made the stop. Otherwise, that might have been a pick 6.
Yeah, Gabriel playing D-back there. Keeps the return a minimal to about 3-yard line, but great starting field position here for Lee Summit North as they'll take over at the Free State 27-yard line. 2:44 to go here in the first quarter. The Broncos lead the Firebirds 14-0. But they'll take over with great field position here as Trey Baker, the junior quarterback, comes back onto the field. And he's looking to throw on first down right across the middle. He's got a man wide open. And that is Adrian Block, who just made the sack on the other end. He makes a great catch there at tight end offensively, and he's got the Broncos down to the 11-yard line. Call that a gain of 16 on 1st and 10. So now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 11, 2:30 to go here in the first. Elijah Mosey in at running back. He's on the left hip of Baker. Baker takes the snap, gives it to Mosey around the right edge, cuts back inside, and he's taken down around the 5-yard line. So solid running lanes there for Mosey.
But taken down by Jordan Wells. Jordan really made a clean tackle on that play.
Wells, one of the leading tacklers for this Firebirds defense, 10.5 coming into tonight's game. That'll make it 2nd and 2, so the Broncos can still get a first down here before scoring. It is not touchdown or bust here before moving the chains. 2nd and short now. And Mosey will remain in the game as they're still spotting this ball. They'll move it all the way over to the right hash. All right, now we'll get this going. 2nd and call it 2 from the 5-yard line. Baker takes the snap, hands it off to Mosey again. Mosey takes it right up ahead. It looked like he was going to score, but he gets upended right before the end zone. And now we've got a little chippiness, a little pushing and shoving going on.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Nick. He looked like he was going in for the TD, but was just blindsided by a Firebird, and I apologize. I've got my binoculars on him, but I cannot read that number to save my life. It was number 9. It was number 9, Cole Rorick, who made the stop, and a great stop it was.
But that will move the chains. Now 1st and goal from the 1. They'll get 4 cracks at it if they want it. And this is going to be a keeper by Trey Baker. He'll lower his helmet and take it right in for the score. So the 1-yard scamper by the quarterback makes this one a 3-score game with still 54 ticks left on the clock here in the first quarter. Well, the Firebirds getting everything they can handle here early in this one as Lee Summit North scoring relentlessly. Their 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter, and the extra point by Simpson is good. 21-0, the Broncos lead the Firebirds. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on KLWN.
Hi folks, if you think it's costly hiring a good roofer, try hiring a bad one. Darren Lutz here, owner of Alpha Roofing. Our professionals specialize in residential and commercial roofing, shingles, flat roofs, new construction, and re-roofing. Our process is derived from years of experience and dedication to the industry. This translates into a quality product and a customer experience second to none. Let our experience go to work for you on your next roofing project. Give us a call at 785-842-2676 or find us on the web at alpharoofers.com. Alpha Roofing, your first choice in roofing.
Nothing. And Elijah Harshaw getting himself psyched up back at the 10-yard line. He is back to receive this one. It's a high end-over-end kick. He's going to have to come up to the 20 just to grab it. Now he's got some running room up the right edge. Cuts back inside. He's at the 40, and he's ripped down. Actually just shy of the 40 at the 39, but a solid return there by Harshaw. And good starting field position for the Firebirds, who were just looking to get any sort of momentum going here in this one, Matt.
Well, and that could do it. You know, that was a really a great little 20-yard run back.
Indeed it was. And Harshaw, who we've seen quite a bit of here early in this one at running back.
No mistakes here for the Firebirds. That's what we really want. No mistakes and just positive movement.
1st and 10 from the 39. Deneen takes the snap, fakes the handoff, takes it up the right edge. He'll get up to about the 44-yard line, so a solid gain there on 1st down on the keeper by Deneen.
Yeah, Looked like about 4, but they're going to give him a little over 5 yards on that play. So nice work by Deneen on first down.
Got time for 1, maybe 2 more plays here before the end of the first. 20 seconds to go as Deneen looks to his sideline for the play. We'll see if they even elect to get a play off here. They could let the clock wind all the way down to 0. Deneen with the hard count again.
And another trickery by Deneen. Just beautiful hard count. That's all Jet Deneen on that play.
And you're seeing this at all levels of football, Matt, without the extra crowd noise that I think players are used to hearing. With all they hear is themselves. All they hear are the other sides, and some of those sounds don't get drowned out nearly as much, and quarterbacks taking advantage of it. The second time tonight, Deneen's got him to jump early.
Well, nice work by Jet on that play. I mean, that flat out got them that TD, and I think that's going to bring up the end of the quarter.
Yes, it will. They will move the chains up to the 49, but that will do it for the end of the first. Free State trailing 21-0 to Lee Summit North. You're listening to Firebirds football on KLWN.
All right. You bust out some of these names here.
When it comes to painting the exterior or interior of your home, the decision is easy. Unique Painting, voted best in the Northland for 2 years running in 2018 and 2019. Unique Painting focuses on customers' needs and offers competitive pricing, going the extra mile to make sure customers are completely satisfied. In fact, when 810 Varsity needed a paint job this year, Unique Painting was the only phone call made. Visit anytime at uniquepaintingkc.com or call today at 816-500-7759. That's uniquepaintingkc.com, a proud supporter of 810 Varsity and Metro High School athletics.
To start the second quarter, they trail 21-0, looking for their first score of the game. Jet Deneen at quarterback, 1st and 10. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff. He's looking, now he's running, and it looks like, yep, he's going to let it go.
Oh, he had a man just dropped the ball. It would have been a first down, too.
A diving catch attempt there by the receiver on the sideline. He would have been right at the sticks, too. But instead, that'll be an incompletion. Great job by Deneen to evade pressure. A little pump fake there, trying to get the pursuing defender off him. Now it'll be 2nd and 10. That's
and he had a couple defenders on him, but great job. He also could have tucked that ball under. He probably wouldn't have gotten the first down, but he probably would have gained a few if Jet would have decided to hold on to the ball.
Now the handoff going to go to Harshaw, and Harshaw tries to take it up the right edge, but he is met immediately for a gain of about 1 at most.
Gain of about 1 brings up 3rd and 9.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 9 right at midfield. Firebirds desperately need to get a first down here, keep this offense on the field. Deneen takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got pressure immediately, and he is taken down in the backfield. He had absolutely no time to look downfield.
Yeah, Javion Watson just burst through that line and just came right up there and was able to tackle Jet Deneen by the head.
Well, that's a brutal way for the drive to end, and that leaves no doubt about it. You got to punt this one away.
Yeah, 4th down 18 for the Firebirds.
And Joey Wood's got a big leg, but he's going to be kicking right into the wind here. See what he can do. High snap. He's able to corral it. Sends this one end over end. It'll hit the turf at about the 33. Takes a great Free State bounce inside the 20 and out of bounds around the 17-yard line. That's about as good as you could have possibly done given the wind and where they were kicking from. So now Firebirds need to buck up defensively and get a stop because you just can't afford to keep spotting the Broncos points. They have a potent offense. They like to run the ball. And we know the quarterback, Baker, he likes to throw, Matt. They just haven't really been in a position where they've needed to push the ball down the field vertically.
Yeah, and, right now the Firebirds are less than 10 total yards offensively. More yards in penalties in positive manner for the Firebirds than offense. So they've got to get something figured out here.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line for the Broncos. They've scored touchdowns on each of their first 3 drives. They're looking to throw. Had a man, but just threw it behind him. That was intended for Devin Blaney, the junior wide receiver.
And there were Firebirds all around him, so had he been able to come back and make that catch, that would probably would have gone for about 10, but that's about it.
Instead, it will be an incompletion, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10. 21-0, the Broncos lead it. 10:23 to go here in the first half. Baker's only attempted a few passes tonight, but they've had so much success running the ball, they're going to do it again here as they'll hand the ball off to the running back. He'll take it up the left edge, cuts inside, and brought down. That was Justin Gray, another running back.
And Williams able to make that stop for the Firebirds.
Yeah, Jacoby Williams, been calling his name a lot so far this year. It'll be a gain of 7. Big 3rd down coming up here for this Free State defense. Third and 3 from the 26-yard line. Baker takes the snap. It's going to be another handoff. Same play as the last one, and success again. 1st down, sheds a tackler. Shakes another and pushed out of bounds right around the 40-yard line. Isaiah Mims, who has got to be nearing 100 yards on the night if he hasn't already eclipsed the mark. Picks up 15 for the first.
Anthony Lewis, credit him on the tackle for this one for the Firebirds.
So that'll move the chains. Puts them up at about the 41-yard line, and every time they've needed a 3rd down conversion, they've picked it up. 1st and 10 from the 41. Baker takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got some time going across the middle. That ball deflected, and it's picked off. Wheat able to make the diving catch, and that may be the momentum swing that the Firebirds needed.
That's what we need. And who had the tip? Jordan Wells. That tip made that play. Jordan was able to leap up. I mean, he had a huge leap on that. I'd love to see what his vertical jump is. But Jordan Wells came up with that tip, able to bring that ball in for the Firebird reception.
Yeah, that was great job there by Wells on the tip. That was a dangerous throw into traffic. Wells gets his hand on it, and Wheat makes the diving catch. And we'll see if the Firebirds can make something of it. They've been looking for some positive mojo. Let's see if that does it for them. Now 1st and 10 from their own 30. Still 9:18 to go here in the first half, trailing by 3 scores. As Deneen comes back on leading this Free State offense, we've got a whistle now, and that's going to be a timeout taken by Kevin Stewart. That's the 2nd timeout for the Firebirds. They'll have 1 remaining. So, Matt, you mentioned just not much anything going for this Free State offense.
I'm looking to get excited, and that was certainly an exciting play. You love the turnover by Free State. You love to see that happen. Jordan Wells, great leap, and just anything positive you can get out of this, you're going to go. I'm surprised that they, on that quick they call the timeout. That just kind of, to me, it throws off the momentum, and it's like, hey, let's go, guys. Great job, Jordan. Let's go. Let's get him. And Wheat, great interception. Let's go get him. Jet, let's go bring home the boys, but they call a timeout.
Yeah.
So we're waiting it. We're letting it calm down a little bit, but let's see if we can't take that mojo by Wells and Wheat and turn it into 6 points for the Firebirds right here.
Yeah, and I think we look at the guys who are the playmakers on offense. I think the biggest thing so far is they just need some time to make some plays. We have seen this defensive front of Lee Summit North getting into the backfield and wreaking havoc a lot here early. Let's see if the offensive line can stand tall. It's going to be a pass play to the far sideline, and the completion.
Oh, yeah.
The connection there. I can't tell the number.
No, well, it's just crazy. That was Jake Patchen.
Yeah, okay.
So nice catch by Jake Patchen out on the outside to pick up a big 8 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, so now it'll be 2nd. Call it 3 from the 37-yard line. As Deneen checks the signals from the sidelines. He's got 3 wide receivers lined up to his right. Deneen with another hard count there. Take it, hand the ball off. That's Harshaw with it, cuts back inside. Oh, stiff arms one defender at midfield and taken down. A nice run there by Elijah Harshaw. Call it a gain of 14 yards.
Great positive run. This is that momentum we need, and Free State's got it now with a first down. You love that call, love that play, and I hope Harshaw's okay because he took a big hit there at the end. And then the Bronco got a little bit extra mojo, I think, when he brought him down, and you never like to see that, but Harshaw's up.
Yeah, in at running back now, Jacoby Williams, as Harshaw heads to the sidelines, and Williams going to get the handoff. It's a big boy just bulldozing his way ahead.
You'd love to see that. I mean, that was he followed his blockers. He did what he could. And I was going to tell you, number 99 for the Broncos, that's their ginormous kid, 340 pounds.
360.
360.
Don't short him $20.
They've got 3 Firebirds trying to keep this guy back. He's taking so much momentum from that offensive line that it's hard for them to get anything capital. I think that's where they're going. Let's see what happens here.
5-yard run by Williams on first. It's 2nd and 5. Great play action. Oh, a beautiful ball there by Jet Deneen. It would have been, it would have taken quite the effort to bring that one in. That was intended for Patchen, but he put it right where he needed to.
He did, and Patchen it was just off his fingertips. Beautifully executed play. If Jet would have brought it down a little bit, maybe Jake would have leaped up a little bit higher. Either way, that would have been a huge play, and probably 6. But let's see what can happen here. 3rd down and 5.
Aggressive play there. Love to see it from the Firebirds, who are looking to answer and get their first score of the night. 7:30 to go here in the second quarter. 21-0. Lee Summit North leads it. 3rd and 5 now from the 44. Pressure coming. He's got to get rid of it. He's got the reception, and that's going to be short of the line to gain. We'll see where they mark him down with forward progress. Looks like they'll put him.
Yeah, Harshaw with the nice reception, and the play was executed super quick. You love what you're seeing with Jet because, man, he has got such a quick release on both those plays back-to-back, both incompletions. But, man, what a quick release by Jet Deneen. And either one of those balls would have been that first one would have brought in. That would have been a huge play for the Firebirds.
Matt, you mentioned some of the size that they have. As it looks like the offense, this is a no-brainer. You got to keep the offense on the field. You mentioned that size on the defensive line. There's just only so much you can do to scheme against that size.
And you think they might go for the hard count again, try to throw Lee Summit off again to get those easy 5 yards. Not doing it this time. Calling a timeout for the Firebirds.
Yeah, Free State going to call a timeout. The clock is still ticking. They need to stop that clock. As it's still going. That's the last time out of the half for the Firebirds. And they finally stop it, but not until about 16 seconds ticked off. Should read it about 6:36. Right now it says 6:21 to go here in the first half. So that's the last time out, and you want to make the most of it here on 4th and 5. Matt, you mentioned that size, and when you don't have time, it really limits the types of plays that you're able to call. What are you expecting the Firebirds to dial up here on 4th and 5, knowing there's probably pressure coming?
You know what? I tell you, I would not put it past them to try to do that hard count again with just 5 yards to go. So try to do the hard count. Try to get them jump offside. But if not, they've been shown little success on running, little success on passing the ball. I think it's all up to the run. My guess is this ball's going to be in Deneen's hand all the way.
And it looks like Harshaw, I believe, is back in at running back. I can't tell who's back there next to Deneen. He's in the shotgun, 4th and 5 from the 44. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Far sideline, and pressure was coming. Deneen had to get rid of it, and that one just sails out of bounds.
Yeah, no choice in that matter for Jet.
Had to get rid of it, and not much time to make a play, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the interception by Riley Wheat doesn't net the Firebirds any points. It
does take some time off the clock.
It does.
It gives them some light. I talked about not being able to gain hardly any yards at all, but that drive right there gained them more yards than they've had the whole game.
Let's see if they can get a stop here to end the half. 1st and 10 from the 44 for this Broncos offense. A little miscommunication on the handoff. They'll get it to Mims, and he'll take it ahead for a gain of about 2. Firebirds will get the ball to start the second half. So, I mean, even if you can just keep the Broncos out of the end zone, keep them off the scoreboard here before the end of the half, any momentum you get will be seen as a positive heading into the second half. That's a gain of 2 on 1st down, so 2nd and 8 on their own 46-yard line for Lee's Summit North. That's Baker in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off. He'll give it to Mims again. He has got all the running room in the world on the left edge. Nobody around him. He's got the 1st down. Just squirming past defenders, past the 40-yard line and taken down to the 39. So call that a gain of about 15 there by Mims, who is having a heck of a first half here for the Broncos.
Yeah, he is, and he's got these huge linemen to run behind. They're just, I just can't get over the massive size of this Lee Summit North team.
Coming into tonight's game, Mims with 123 rushing yards. He's going to have that and then some by the time this one's over. 1st and 10 now from the 39-yard line. This one's going to go to Mosey, who is absolutely ripped down in the backfield.
Yeah, that was absolutely an outstanding play by the Firebirds. Jacoby Williams, of course, the first one back there to him, and not able to quite bring him down on his own. He probably would have, but he had a couple other Firebirds jump in there and clean up the garbage on that. But nice work by Jacoby to get in there and get that thing started.
That'll be a loss of 3 on the 1st down run. Now 4:36 to go here in the second quarter. The Broncos do have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Now it's going to be a pass play rolling out to his left, looking to throw.
Oh, nearly intercepted by the Firebird.
Great defensive play. Anthony Barberena was there to force the incompletion. We've seen a couple times tonight, Baker, with some dangerous throws.
Well, and I'll tell you what, great pursuit by the line here, the Firebirds, too. He was absolutely under some pressure. Really the first time tonight that you've seen that quarterback under pressure. A lot of the pressure this time coming through by Ty Newhouse.
Newhouse, outstanding defensive tackle and offensive tackle for this Firebird team. More experience than anybody on the defense, the leading tackler, 16 on the season. Now 3rd and 13. I think it goes without saying what a big stop this would be, not just to halt the drive, but to get the
emotion. The emotion would be huge for this defensive team here. This second quarter,
Broncos take a timeout, talk things over.
And the second quarter, it's been a little bit of a different team for the Firebirds.
Hi, everybody. This is Matt Llewellyn from 23rd Street Brewery in Lawrence. I just want to thank everybody for supporting local restaurants during this time of uncertainty. 23rd Street Brewery is now open until this pandemic is over. And right now, more than anything, local restaurants need your help and support. Come on out and see us. 23rd Street Brewery is open now from 11:30 till 9 o'clock for dine-in and carry-out.
Hello, my name is Richard Holman, owner, member, manager of LK.
But you absolutely have to get a stop here. I would think Lee Summit, if they're able to pick up some positive yards here on 3rd down, they probably keep the offense on the field. But with 3rd and 13, I'd imagine what they're saying in that huddle right there with head coach Jamar Mosey is that we don't need the 1st down here. You pick up 7-8 yards on 3rd down, get us into a manageable situation for 4th. So the Firebirds have to know here.
But they need to stop here. Let's get the stop right now.
Absolutely.
And see what goes on from there.
3rd and 13 from the 38-yard line. There's 4 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Looking to throw. He's going to roll out to his right on the run. He's got his man. The completion out of bounds. Going to be short.
But again, Newhouse with some great pressure. Now, Newhouse, I don't think could beat that quarterback in a race, and you saw that happening there. But at least Newhouse is able to get through there and put a lot of pressure on him. He knew that if he'd made a stop or whatever, if he tried to haul it in, he was going to get pummeled, did that quarterback.
That was the tight end Grayson Bell on the reception. That's a gain of 10, which is, I'm sure, exactly what the Broncos wanted there. Gets them into a very manageable 4th and 3. They have been picking up these short chunks all night. Can the Firebirds get a big stop here on 4th down? Ball on the 32-yard line. And now there's going to be a whistle, and North is going to take another timeout.
Wow.
So they just took one before that 3rd down play. They're going to take one again here on 4th, which I think tells you everything you need to know about what they're trying to do here before the end of the half, Matt. They want to make sure they pick it up and get another touchdown on the board here.
And I don't think the Lee Summit liked what they saw from the defense. They said, oh, we better be careful here because they know exactly what they're doing. That's a good sign to me when they call consecutive timeouts like that as Lee Summit. That means they don't know what's going on, and they desperately want to make this first down and not lose more momentum to the Firebirds, because really right now, especially if they can make this stop, the momentum will be clearly in the Firebirds' hands.
Well, and if you do get the stop here on 4th, there's still 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the second quarter, so you'd have more than enough time if you want to, which I'd imagine Kevin Stewart wants to get down the field and try and put some points on the board here before the end of the half, but that's exactly what the Broncos are thinking as well. If you get the first down, you can take your time as you try and put another score and distance yourself even farther from the Firebirds. So a huge swing either way, depending on what happens here on 4th and short. Ball at the 32-yard line of Free State. Baker takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Oh, he stumbles a bit. Can they get the stop in the backfield? They're all over him. And that is going to be
close. No,
really
he does not have it. He does not have it. No, he only picked up to the side judge. I see only calling a yard. So the Firebirds do it. They stop them. They stop them on 4th and 4, able to pick up 2. But there we go. Firebirds take over, and maybe that's the momentum we need to get 6 points on the board before halftime.
That's not the first big defensive play we've seen here in the second quarter. That is where the momentum has started, and now it's the offense's turn to hold up their end of the bargain and see if they can build off another big play from this Free State defense. I didn't have a chance to see. It was a swarm of Firebird defenders who met the ball carrier in the backfield. And now the Firebirds take over. They're down 21-0, but they've got 4 minutes on the clock here before the end of the half.
Quick pitch
on the left side. That's Harshaw. He gets past one defender, past the 35-yard line, and taken out of bounds around the 36.
And he took a real hard hit on that play. And it seemed like it was a foot or two out of bounds. I'm surprised we didn't see the yellow flag on that.
So that's a gain of about 5 there on first down. The clock will continue to tick. Now 3.5 to go in the second quarter. Deneen with 3 wide receivers lined up to his right. And I believe that's Jacoby Williams back in at running back. Deneen takes the snap. He pitches it right away as the pressure comes. Jacoby jukes past one defender, gets past the 40-yard line. And I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a run by Williams just to make something out of it. There were defenders all over him. And Williams able to take it ahead to the 44-yard line, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Yeah, gain of 8 on that. Nice play by Jacoby Williams. You love to see him in there because you know it's going to be a different kind of play, and you're almost sure he's either going to be blocking for somebody or running the ball himself. Nice work, Jacoby, and he's in again.
That's a big boy at running back. 6'2", 195 pounds. Quick throw here. Yep. Deneen had to get rid of it early again. He was going for his man Patchen. But it's so tough to be precise on those throws when, you are snapping it, taking 2 steps, you're not getting your feet set, there is a defender in your face, and you just got to get rid of it.
And he faked the ball to Jacoby that time, and you would think, and that fooled nobody on the Lee Summit North side. They all knew that was going to be a pass, and they followed Deneen.
So the clock stops at 2:48, 2nd and 10 from the 44. 3 wide receivers to his left. Manny Apelli Slanting across the right, and he just gets rid of this one. Oh, great pass on the run. I don't think that one was reeled in.
No, it was not.
Drew Bradford, the intended receiver there.
Right. And again, just a step or two away, either direction would have been a great play, but that's not going to get it done. 4th and 10.
Deneen under heavy pressure again, and did a great job of putting that one into the hands of Bradford, who had to kind of tumble to the turf to try and make a grab on 4th down.
And they're not going to mess around. They're going to go ahead and punt this ball.
Yeah, in your own territory with still 2:40 to go. Really not many options here for head coach Kevin Stewart.
Yep, into the wind. High snap, bad snap.
Yeah.
It's back on the turf, and he's got to wrangle it up at the 18-yard line, and a flag comes out late.
Late flag.
Let's see what that is. Let's hope it's on the Broncos, but I don't know.
Could be some unsportsmanlike.
That's what you've got to think.
You didn't see anything, so it must have been something that the ref heard to throw a flag that late.
Oh.
No, that's going to be against Free State, so adding insult to injury. The high snap, Wood just had to dive on top of it, and an extra 5 yards there. So what a swing that is. You felt like you had some momentum going. You stopped the Broncos offense on 4th down, and the offense stalls, forced a punt, bad snap, and now all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, Lee Summit North is knocking on the door, 1st and 10 inside the Free State 15-yard line.
And I did not catch that call. It was just a 5-yard call, but I didn't catch what that was. Nick, did you?
No, I couldn't tell
what that was. It was not a personal. It was not a personal foul.
No. All right, so Baker and this Broncos offense takes over. Plenty of time, 2:36 in the first half, and on the 13-yard line of Free State. That's going to be a pass, a great throw out to the right side, and ripped down is Devin Blaney.
And I will tell you, I believe on the tackle was Stollard, and I'll tell you what, Stollard made that receiver pay for it. Now, he picked up the first down, unfortunately. No, he did not. 9 yards on that play, but Stollard really made him pay for it. He put some extra oomph on that tackle.
Now that'll make it, let's see, 2nd and 1 on the 4-yard line. 2 and some change to go here in the second quarter as the Broncos looking to go up by 4 scores. This one's going to be a handoff right up the gut. Is he in?
I don't think so.
Yet.
They stopped him. Stopped him on the 1.5.
Yeah, they're going to say he's about 1 yard shy. So that will be enough to move the chains, but
Good for a first down.
not in the end zone quite yet. As the clock will continue to run, now under 2 to go here in the first half. And the last time they were looking at goal to go from the 1, they just let the quarterback Baker, 6'1", 186, keep it for himself. We'll see if they elect to go that route again. Isaiah Mims in at running back, who's had himself a heck of a start to the evening, and they'll go to Mims here, and he's not going to get it
again. No, that stops short again. 2nd down. You love that stop, and wouldn't this be another boon for the defense to get this stop?
That is on about the 1-inch line. And the Broncos, who early in this game just ran the ball down the throat of the Firebirds defense,